Hey guys, I'm Jamie, and I'm going to um, talk to you a little bit about Leaders Retreat. This is myself and Kim. You guys all know Kim and I have been leading these Sunday night Zooms, and we're super excited about Leaders Retreat. We just ended our convention credits last week, and so we're getting ready for a season called Leaders Retreat season. And some of you may know what Leaders Retreat is, some of you may not. And so I kind of wanted to do this Zoom because we find out about Leaders Retreat actually at convention. But historically, the past 3 years, Leaders Retreat credits start June 1st, so it'll be retroactive. So I don't want you to lose those 2 weeks of valuable points. So we're going to talk about the who, what, where, when, why, all of that here tonight. So where will it take you? We actually don't know where Leaders Retreat is. We will find out at convention. Historically, it's been at a Gaylord resort. So last year we were at Washington, D.C. The year before that was Orlando. And so who knows? We will find out in June at convention. So some things about Leaders Retreat. I've had a lot of people ask me, like, what is this? I've heard you talk about Leaders Retreat, and what is this? So Leaders Retreat, here are some pictures from last year. Last year, we had a amazing private reception by Jewel. She came and sang for us, and it was just amazing to hear her in person, but to be there just with your closest friends, and it was amazing. So Plexus always has these surprises. Nobody knew about this until she came on stage. And so Leaders Retreat is the company's way of just saying thank you for being a leader in the company, and they reward you with these little perks. One of them being this private concert by Jewel. Another one was their little dessert they had for the dessert reception one night. Everything around the city is going to be plexified. When we were in Florida, from the minute you landed in the airport to going to the Orlando Gaylord Palms, everything was plexified. And it's really neat because for them to do that really shows how much they value us as ambassadors, and they want the city to know. They want to leave that impression. This was last year in National Harbor. Down here you can see this big widescreen TV that would play little Plexus testimonials every once in a while, and this is just down like kind of what you would think of like a city walk or like a Santa Monica Pier. And it was just really neat because there were people that had never heard of Plexus, so of course they joined our Plexus team because they were like, if your company is going to do this, you must have an amazing company. This was the Gaylord Palms in Florida. Again, you can see, like, I had never been to a fancy smancy hotel before, and it was phenomenal. And you will be blown away. This is actually one of my sweet little ambassadors, Vicki and her husband, last year. They have a party on the last night, and it's usually a costume party, and so they dressed up as Plexus superheroes, and it's just a lot of fun to hang out and have fun. Down here, one of the things you can earn is a check. So here you have Stephanie and Melissa and Laura and Kim who won $2,000. And I mean, what an amazing thing to take home on a plane to show people, like, that's what Plexus is about. And then over here, this is a picture of me, my husband, and our 3 older kids. One of the perks of Leaders Retreat is not only do you and a guest get to go, so by qualifying, you get a hotel stay, and we'll talk more about that in a minute. But we were able to take our 3 older kids with us because what an experience to go and not only see, like, the company that you work with and the people you work with and just Plexus has done amazingly, but also the history and all of that involved. And so such a blessing to be able to take them with us. So we talked about what it is. Who qualifies, or how do I get to go? So unlike convention, you just sort of buy your ticket and you go. With Leaders Retreat, this is for leaders, so you have to qualify in order to go. Qualifying means that you get your hotel paid for by Plexus, and that is, you can bring a guest. So most people bring their spouse. Now you can also bring your children. Ours, we had a double queen, so our kids slept in one bed and my husband and I slept in another. And you'll notice that this was last year's, so this year's will be released at convention. It goes just for a few months, just from June 1st to September 15th, so 3.5 months about, and it's very similar to the convention credits. But you'll notice here, look, major potential here. Just like convention credits, even though these are only 10 points and you're thinking PV is 150, you only earn that once. So you have 3 months that your PV will count. That's only a maximum of 450 credits. Whereas if you're signing ambassadors, not only are you going to grow your team, grow yourself, rank up, which is what we want to do anyways, but it has the largest possibility for credits because there's unlimited potential there. And it's your first 4 levels. Stop it. So now that you know like who gets to go, we're going to talk a little bit more about when. This year, Leaders Retreat is Thursday, the 27th of October, through Saturday the 29th. Now, Saturday is the night they have their big party, so you check out of your hotel on the 30th, and that is the day that you're going to fly home. So you're going to want to kind of plan your schedule if you have to ask off for vacation or things like that, because you're going to want to right now say, I am going to go to Leaders Retreat. Remember, we've been talking about your power of your mindset. Have that mindset of you are going, and you will be going. So here's why you want to be there. I shared a couple pictures in the beginning. Now, last year, you had to earn 650 credits to qualify to go. I don't know what it will be this year. We will find out the specific number at convention. So, but you want to plan now. It'll be about 650 or more credits. So you want to make a game plan. How are you going to get there? So here's some of the other things you can earn. You can earn a spa day.
Hey, while she's doing that, go ahead, Jamie.
Okay, sorry.
No, you're good.
You can earn a spa day, special event. We've had golf. The year we were in Orlando, you could go to Disney World. Last year they had tours in DC. The kids and I and my husband, we went to Mount Vernon for a special tour. These are things you earn with your credits. You could also earn a travel voucher. So we don't know where it will be this year, but it might be somewhere that you have to fly to depending on where you're geographically located. But you'll notice these are pretty low on the prize list because they're things that our company wants us to earn. You could win $2,000 cash, which is something that Kim earned last year and the year before. Private reception with the executives. This is actually a couple years ago. Didn't take many pictures this past year. You can also earn a Bloomingdale's shopping spree. And if you want to know how amazing that is, Melissa has gone 2 times now. And it is amazing from the pictures I've seen and from what she has shared with me. And that's going to be my goal this year. I am shooting high. And I want you to shoot high too. Plan now. Don't wait for the contest to come out. You'll lose 2 weeks of planning. Don't wait. plan now to reach those top goals. If you want the $2,000 cash, set out a plan. Even though we don't know the value of the prizes yet, use this kind of as a baseline. Break it down over June, July, August, and the first part of September. Challenge your team. Remember, I told you the potential points are with your ambassadors. That's where that power of 3 is going to really come in handy, because you're going to grow exponentially with that. So what I want you to do is make your plan of action. You need to start planning now, not later. You need to plan right now to where you will know what your goal is. How are you going to get there? How are you going to get from point A to point B? Kim, do you have anything to add?
No, I would just for sure, and what she said, what she means by making a plan is what you can do, and we'll figure it out. As soon as it's released on the 1st, we'll figure out exactly how many new people you need to sign in your levels 1 through 4 to earn the shopping spree or to earn the check. If you have a bigger team, obviously your goal can be further on. If you have a small team, then pick a goal like the check that's more obtainable if you have a small team. But you never know, guys. I mean, you could sign a rock star and sign a ton of people. So have that in your mind, how many people you need to sign each day or each week or each month, and then keep a little chart. I think Jamie uses Excel. I like to put mine on my notepad on my phone. And every time somebody new signs on my team, I'll go and, put one down. And it's exciting because I'll say I need, 100 people, and then 99, and then 98. And you just kind of watch it go down. It's a lot of fun.
Yes. And I would highly, highly advise keeping track, because even though technology is great and it's easy to sort of let it do its job, it's not perfect. It's not. And especially with upgrades and all of that, make sure your people are joining with a welcome pack. But if they don't, for some reason, make sure that they go back and get one before the 60 days. Because if you have somebody joining without a welcome pack, they're not going to count for your credits. And you want to make sure, last year what we did was broke it down into months. I need this many points each month with my projected PV. I'm going to get, 1,500 PV every month. So that's a guaranteed number of points. So here's what I need to do. I need to challenge myself to get 3 new ambassadors every month, challenge my level 1s to get 3 new ambassadors. And ultimately, you're not just shooting for convention credits. You're also growing your team. I mean, think about a goal in mind too. If you're silver now, challenge yourself to be senior gold by the end of the contest, or challenge yourself to have so many new silvers on your team, because that's also the goal, is to grow your team, not just be in it for the credits. Does anybody have any questions?
So quiet.
Okay.
I have a question. Can I ask a question?
Yes.
Yep.
Go ahead, Jen.
So how's the schedule like for Leaders Retreat? Is there a lot of downtime?
Yes.
Yes.
So there was, I think, 2 meetings, Kim?
2 meetings that lasted maybe 2 hours-ish?
Maybe.
So if you haven't been to convention to me is like where we go and that's our work. Like the one time they ask us to come in and do quote work, not that it's hard or anything, but convention is where you're pretty much scheduled, and you've seen the schedule. You're pretty much scheduled out the whole day. Leaders Retreat, you come in, they have a big welcome reception, and this is huge. It's not just hello, welcome. They rented out the street for us last year, y'all. Like 6 restaurants.
Yes.
I don't know. I mean, they rented out the street, and they had a street country and western band playing, and then you could restaurant hop if you want to, and eat it was amazing. So that was the first night we were there, and then you had a whole free day, and then just a couple of things, and then while we're sitting in this training and you think it's going to be over, Jewel walks out on stage. Now, I'm not a huge Jewel fan, but to hear someone live that close up with just the amount of people was pretty amazing. And then they always end Leaders Retreat, like Jamie said, with our big costume party. And people go all out on these costumes. It's crazy. And that is a lot of fun. They always have food at that as well. But it's a lot free. Yeah, it's freer. So a lot of people will bring their kids to Leaders Retreat just because it's more of a vacation, so to speak.
And it's just a good time to connect with your team and to kind of just have a fun. And there were people that, hey, Carrie, will you mind sharing your...
I was just about to say, Carrie, say that out loud.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yep.
It's a different room. Yeah, I started working my business in August of 2014, and I went silver in the end of August 2014, and I was able to earn Leaders Retreat that year. I didn't even know about Leaders Retreat until August of that year, and I was still able to pull it off. And it was a lot of preferred customers, and it was going silver, working towards gold. And boy, did that light my fire and build my belief and turn my entire business around. So this
and Carrie won an iPad
for
there.
Everyone.
She did win an iPad.
What was that?
She won an iPad.
There.
Oh yeah, I want an iPad too.
Somebody was asking where Leaders Retreat will be. They don't tell us until convention. So at convention, and it'll be the last thing that they do on the last day, and they'll talk about it, and then they'll throw up a slide, and they'll show us where it's going to be. It's so far for the last 3 years, it's been at Gaylord's. So you can go Google Gaylord's and see where they are all across the United States. So we've already done Orlando, somewhere else in Florida they did before Jamie and I. What?
Amelia Island.
And then last year was Washington, D.C. So who knows where it could be, anywhere.
But the thing I love about this, like Carrie was saying, it is so doable for you guys to earn Leaders Retreat. I don't want you to think, oh my gosh, 650 credits. I only got 200 with convention. Well, that's great. You got 200 with convention. Step it up. You can do it. Like, you have that mindset that you can do it and you will do it. And it is so achievable. I don't want you to get lost in the numbers and thinking, oh my gosh, I have to sign, my team has to sign 50 people. That sounds like a lot. But when you break it down, it might not be a lot. So really just go for it. Go all out, you know. And it really is the power of 3, your customers. If you have a customer who then upgrades to an ambassador, that counts again. So, I mean, it is a blessing. If anyone else has been to Leaders Retreat and wants to share their experience so they know it's not just us, feel free to share anything.
Carrie went last year. Where's Carrie?
Which Carrie?
I'm here.
She's here. There she is. Carrie went last year, and her and my brother dressed up as Pan Am. Tell them what you dressed up as. Everyone stopped them and took pictures of them.
We kind of took, my husband is a pilot, and so he wanted to do something pilot themed. And so we took our inspiration from the movie Catch Me If You Can, and we got me a real Pan Am Studios costume from the costume company in California. I mean, it was fun to see him get all involved in it and get excited. And came away having him there, I would say one of the best benefits to Leaders Retreat is you get to bring your spouse with you. And having him there and him seeing how much Plexus does for us and how well we are treated and how they throw a fantastic party really helped build his belief in saying, okay, yeah, this is legitimate. This is like an amazing company to work for. So that's really, really a good thing.
I agree, Sarah.
Yeah, Sarah, you want to say anything about your experience at Leaders?
I got to go last year, and Kathy has seen this, by the way. And my husband and I had not been able, to get away to go to anywhere together for a few years. And it was such a blessing. He won't get into it about the costume party. We dressed up as pirates. And it is so out of character for my husband to be that into that kind of stuff. And he had a really good time. And it was just amazing to be treated so well by a company. And for me, it was the first time I had earned a trip with any company I've worked for. And I was able to climb the stairs to the Washington Monument for the, and I hadn't been able to do anything like that in a very, very long time. And so that was because of the products. And so that was a rocky moment for me. So even going to Leaders Retreat and flying was such a huge deal for me. I can't even begin to tell you. Anyway, sorry.
Oh, Kathy, thank you for sharing that. See, that's why we do what we do, because of Kathy, because of all our fabulous stories. And we're talking about earning this trip, y'all, but it is changing lives.
Yes.
So you think of Kathy. Thank you, Kathy, for sharing.
And I want to second what Carrie was saying about bringing your spouse. So when I had earned Leaders Retreat, it was my year anniversary with Plexus. So I came in and I had seen all these pictures about Leaders Retreat, and I was like, oh, dude, I want to do that. So my husband had been supportive, but when he came with me to Leaders Retreat, I remember him saying, like, wow, this is like legit. And it's like, I've been trying to tell you that. And just having them see firsthand, Alec and Tarl going around, how are you? How is it going? How is it going over here? And you're in a smaller group, so you're not with 11,000 people. You're not a sea in a multitude of people. You're in a small group. Kim, would you say there was 1,800 last year, 1,800 people?
Sounds about right. I mean, there were a lot of people, but still so much smaller than convention.
Yes. And so you're able to connect with these leaders that you've seen on YouTube, that you've maybe really watched their trainings and get to be with them and hang out with them. And it's just a really, really indescribable time of fun, but yet you walk away just so on fire because of the things that they do. I've never been a part of a company where convention is great and I would be fine with just convention, but then to have this as a thank you for working your business. Thank you for working your business, so we're going to reward you again. It's like, okay. So definitely mark your calendars for it and make a plan to be there, because you guys can all do this.
Seriously, put it on your calendar. We're talking, if you're getting your PV, maybe 50 people on your team from June 1st to September 15th. From your 1 through 4s, 50-something people. Now, sure, if you get more, you earn some more prizes. But just getting to go to a Gaylord for free, y'all, that's huge. Because I don't know if I had never been to a Gaylord until when we earned it year before last. And you walk in and it takes your breath away. It is beautiful. You want to be there. So 650. Now, I don't know what the points will be. Last year were 650. So that was 50 people plus your PV added in. And Jamie and I will do up all the math and post it on here in June as soon as we know for sure.
Yes. But definitely don't be one of those people that's like, well, I'm going to try, but not really try. You know, we always talk about drawing our line in the sand, and it's true. I've had people on my team miss leaders retreat by 2 people, because they didn't plan. I would be sick to my stomach if I was that close, because you can't go back in time. So, and that's why I always say, like, shoot high. You know, it's better to aim for the moon and miss and land among the stars than to, you know, oops, I messed up. And so it's just really, really important that you start now to make a plan. You know, just like they say, a failure to plan is a plan to fail. I just don't want any of you guys to miss out on something like this.
Did you want us? Who said that? Anne Marie. Do you want her to show the retreat contest again? The slideshow. She wants you to show her put the slideshow back on, Jamie, of the contest.
Okay.
The prizes, Anne Marie, or the contest?
Contest part.
She wants the credits.
Okay.
The credits.
Ooh, here are the credits from last year.
So if y'all look at that, they're 10 points. So it's kind of similar to convention, where you get 10 points for a level 1, 2, 3, or 4. And then if you look down at the PV, they give you 150 credits for 1,500 in PV. So let's say that you're consistently getting 500 in PV, then that's 50 credits. So they do credits for June, July, and August for your PV.
Yes.
You don't earn it in September. So June, July, August. So that would be 150 points right off the bat just for having a 500 PV. If you can get 1,000 PV, that would be 300 credits.
So Jamie asked a really good question. If I have a level 1 that is inactive, do credits compress that? Yes. So I have a level 1 that is active. I have a level 2 that is inactive, a level 3, and a level 4 that are working the business. They compress up just like business building bonuses. So really, your level 3 in your back office is really your level 2. And that's why I say write down, because if you're having compression, if you're getting emails, you're not going to get emails for level 5, but some of your level 5s are going to count. And that's why I'm always, when somebody welcomes somebody on the page, I go in my back office and I look, because I have a lot of level 5s that count as level 4s, and I get credits off of those people, but I don't get an email from them.
If y'all look over here on the new preferred customers, do you notice where it says equal to 50 PV?
Yes.
Keep in mind that they can't just go order $50 worth. It's 50 PV. So they're technically going to have to probably buy $60 worth, to get the PV value. So don't make that mistake. I would hate for you to lose something, by 5 points or 10 points, they order $50 worth, but it's not 50 PV. So don't forget about that. It's PV.
Yes.
She wants to see the prizes again.
Okay.
To me, these prizes are easier to win than convention prizes.
They are. I know it seems like, oh my gosh, that's a lot of credits, but I feel like summer and all of that, Kim and I were able to easily achieve more credits than we were with convention. So don't look at this and say, oh, I really want that check, $2,000. Oh, but that's a lot of credits. I only had half that. That doesn't mean anything. That was convention credit. So you have to get out of your mind, whatever you ended with convention. Likewise, you don't want to be like, oh, that was easy. I totally had 1,200 credits. So special event, that's mine. Travel voucher, that's mine. And kind of kick it to autopilot, because you still have to work your business. And so whatever you ended at with convention credits, that was great and that was awesome, but that was convention. And so really start making a game plan. I always personally, my minimum I try to shoot for is the travel voucher. I want a 100% free vacation. My hotel is going to be paid for. I want my plane ticket if I have to, or if I'm driving, I want my gas paid for. So that is always my minimum, like, that I'm going to go for. So I make my plan based around that. And then I go like a good, better, best goal. So my good goal is travel voucher. My better goal is the cash. And my best goal, of course, is the shopping spree. And don't think that just because Kim and I are higher up, it's easy for us to get these. It's actually harder because our teams are so deep. So those of you that are silver, gold, and you're thinking, well, I just don't have a big team. It actually works in your favor because you are growing your team. You have way more opportunity to grow your business and earn credits, whereas our teams, we have a lot of growth, but we're not getting credits. And yes, the prizes accumulate. So when Melissa won the shopping spree last year, she won the shopping spree, she won the private reception, she won the cash, she won the travel voucher and the special event, and of course got to go. So it's really, I mean, it's amazing. Any other questions or anything?
Jamie, can I share real quick? This is Sarah.
Yes, you can, my friend.
All right. So, hello everyone. I'm Sarah Zott, and I'm just listening in tonight. But I love hearing this, like, from Jamie and Kim, just because it shows us that it is 100% possible, even if you just joined yesterday with the company. I mean, I've been able to go to Leaders Retreat twice now, and I think that I would probably say Leaders Retreat is probably my favorite. I love convention. It's so fun. But I love the fact that Leaders Retreat is truly like the cream of the crop out of our company. It is the people that are truly working their business. It is the people who, are pretty much the pioneers of our company. And it is so awesome to see what the company does for us. And they truly appreciate what we do as ambassadors. And they're just simply rewarding us for the jobs that we do every single month. And after going to Leaders Retreat, it just completely just even built my belief up more within this company that they really care about us and they spoil us to no end. It truly is an incredible weekend, and there's no words that you can really say to explain it. It just truly is amazing, and it is 100% possible. So even if you joined yesterday, make the plan today of what you need to do and what you want to shoot for, and definitely make some goals for you to accomplish it, because just like Jamie said, if you fail to plan, then you plan to fail. So make sure that you set those goals to do it, because it truly is an amazing weekend, and everyone has to be there. It just truly it'll blow your mind. Like there are no words.
Truly, I agree.
Yeah. Yes, and I love what she said. Like, I love convention too, and I thought, what could top convention? When I went the first year, and then I went to Leaders Retreat, and I mean, Hawaii is amazing. It really is, but it's like a different amazing. This is just so much fun. It's like my favorite time of year. I love June through September 15th, and just knowing that my hard work right now is not only growing my team, but I'm going to earn Leaders Retreat, and then I'm going to get to go somewhere on this trip, and just spend some like relaxation time to be rewarded for my hard work.
And guys, what is going to be in our favor is conventions coming So all your team that goes to convention will be like revved up, ready to go, on fire. And we've got at least one new, yes, massive momentum. So we've got at least one new product coming out that they, keep fishing around with and talking about. So we know we're going to have a new product. And so this product is going to launch that momentum for us, because anytime there's a new product, that gives you a lead in to send an email out, to follow up with people, whatever. And we don't know what the product's going to be, but whatever it is, then you follow up with these people. And so in June, it should be huge. And plus, like Donna said a while ago, that our back office worries are over. Y'all, they're shipping in the same day. There's no more wait on customer service. We are back, y'all.
It's prime time.
Better than ever. Yes. So I'm excited.
Yes. So I want to see all of you. I'll speak text in all y'all's calendars.
Get y'all's calendars out. Mark them up.
There you go. You're fixing to go to Leaders Retreat.
Y'all.
Gosh, that was hard to get out.
Fixin' is a perfectly good word, Jamie.
Oh, wow. Dude, you're totally stoked, okay? But seriously, guys, like, put it on your calendar. Don't just say, oh, I'd love to go. Yeah, I would love to go to Disney World. I would love to do a lot of things, but I'm not planning to do them. Make that plan, draw your line in your sand, convey to your team that you want them there. Team, your people can be here. How awesome would it be for not only you to go if this is your first time, but for you to bring your team? Like, that is the best thing, to know you are investing in your leaders and the company is going to invest in them. So totally mark it on your calendars and make a point to get there, because you can do it. Anybody have any last minute questions or anything? Anybody need to see any other slides?
We can put those graphics on the page too.
Yes, I'm going to post this on the Leaders Retreat Challenge and all of that. And as after convention, when we find out more details, we'll probably do another Leaders Retreat powwow. And hopefully there will be no three-nager in the background for puppy. So sorry about that, guys. But they're both asleep on the couch now. Go figure. So anyways, we're just so blessed by all of you and so thankful that you all are a part of our team, and we want to help you all get to Leaders Retreat. And so we can do this, guys. So anyways, we will meet back here next Sunday. And then I think is Crystal going to do the products?
I hope so.
Okay.
I hope so. If so, Crystal is like a nutritionist type person, and she's going to talk about gut health with our probio and some things that you might not have heard before. Now, if she doesn't do that, then Jamie and I will come up with something else. So.
And then June 1st, we're going to kick off some leadership with the leadership book that we were sent about one of our convention speakers. And I've heard this book is amazing. So Kim and I are going to be starting off that book club the first Sunday in June. So June 5th? Yeah, June 5th. So we are just really excited for all of you and cannot wait to get you guys going.
Tanya, you have a PV question?